will you show some concept arts? We really don't have that much concept art at this moment. Nothing that you haven't seen before, because we made all the promos and everything. But you basically see all that stuff already. And since we really haven't started working on Iron Sky in the pre-production until we finish this campaign, which is in 8 hours, we don't have too much. I do tell you that we did some planning of a couple of the spaceships and interiors and stuff like that already, but that was some time ago. We have somebody on board. Okay,
Sunny.
Jarmo, you are free to send the invitation code, which is, I'll give it to you. This is the link, exactly this link, and you can send it to Sonny Mixat from Sweden. And let's have Sonny on board.
Snacka svenska.
Oh yeah, you talk that svenska thing. I don't.
Svenska thing.
I'm not very good with that. Before we do that, please allow us a little break because we have to get some. I have to get some. Let's get another energy drink.
Okay. Actually, these were the last ones.
No, there was another one. No, there wasn't. That's true. But maybe there's like a Coca-Cola or something like that.
Yeah, there's Coke.
Have a bit of Coke. It's a shame we don't have coffee here. We don't even have a coffee machine. But some Coke, that's good. Vanilla Coke. Like, I have to tell you a story, by the way. My first trip abroad happened in 2005. That was the first time I ever went on a plane anywhere, and that was I went to Norway with my friend Samuli, obviously Starbucks guy Samuli, and I didn't know how they handle the luggage on airplanes, so I thought that it's okay for me to pack some. I wanted to pack a bottle of Vanilla Koskenkorva, which is a Finnish vodka, with me to Norway. So I put it in my luggage with all my clothes and everything, and of course it broke. And I come to Norway, and my bag is smelling, reeking of so bad vanilla alcohol. All of my clothes for the next 5 days I spent in Norway, I was smelling so bad of this terrible vanilla alcohol. And after that, I learned that luggage is not handled as nicely as well. Anyway, that was my story. So now I'm having vanilla Coca-Cola. Let's see.
So we should get Sunny to the line, hopefully in a second or two.
There's another thing, which is I heard that there's a huge lag right now. So basically, we are living a little bit in the past at this moment.
No, we're living in the future.
Or in the future. However, we have a bit of we're living in the future. Later. Now I think I have this is Sonny. I'm sorry about I don't know why the lag is happening. Hi there. Maybe it has something to do. I tell you something. There is a bit of a lag here. That even the computer can't really handle it. But thank God we have Joey over here. My head is speaking to me. I need to turn off the noises. I always tell him,
Timo, don't stress, man. You know.
Okay. Let's see. How many people did you have working on the crowdfunding campaign? Now, here's another good question. As I told you about the crowdfunding campaign, it doesn't happen like, you don't, you set it up. Oh, I'll answer that later on. Now I think I have somebody. This is Sonny.
Hello there.
Hi there.
Am I there?
Sonny, I tell you something. There is a bit of a lag.
Oh, wait, I need to turn off the... Whoa.
My head is speaking to me. I need to turn off the noises, the sounds.
There, I could hear you. Here I hear you perfect. Before I hear you lagging. And cool. I heard you 2 times. But all right, now I'm here. Och vi kan prata svenska.
There is a bit of a lag here. Yeah. So when I talk to you, you will hear it a little bit later. So we can, unfortunately, talk like normal people. We have to talk like, each of us talk like very slowly to each other. Sonny, tell me, who are you and where do you come from?
I come from Sweden, and I am a movie maker myself and a photographer. But I only do small things, but I'm trying.
And
great.
You can speak Swedish now?
Yeah, I can speak a little Swedish, yeah.
Try.
Tjena, hur mår du?
Jag mår bara bra, hur mår du själv?
Ja, jag är trött som fan.
Du är trött?
Ja, vi har varit här så jävla 8 timmar eller någonting, så...
That's Swedish. I don't understand a word, but I do understand a little bit about that. Hey, Sonny, tell me something. How long have you been following the whole? Oh, that's nice. That's the Iron Sky one. How long have you been following Iron Sky?
This project or the first one?
The whole, the first one on our team, kind of thing.
Oh, the first one. I don't really know. That was a hard question. Like, I saw this like a year or so, I guess. Maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm not a super huge fan, but I really like this.
Yeah.
And the thing was with this campaign that you're having now. Yeah. Actually, I really like this movie, and I was thinking would be nice to see a part 2. And yesterday, that was the first time I heard about this campaign.
Yesterday.
Yes.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yesterday.
That's cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and I didn't have any money, but I got some money, and I chased up some money, and I gave you some money. So.
Hey.
Thank you. I think if I press something, I can get upload. Give me 1 second. I can not this one. There is a way for me to do that. Not draw. If I can draw here. I don't know.
What's that?
That's some elements here. Google effect. That's nice.
Anyway, just trying to goof around.
I was trying to goof around with the system. Hey, thank you so much for supporting. I mean, that's super nice. And tell me something about what kind of films do you usually like? What's the style of films that you are watching usually? What's the last film that really made big impression on you? Let's ask that.
Horns.
I
think that Horns.
Did you say porn?
No. Horns. Horns.
Okay.
Horns.
Thorns.
Yeah. Horns.
I was like, horns? Oh, really? That made an effect.
You know Daniel Radcliffe?
Yes, I know. Yeah.
That movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really a nice mix of horror and drama.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I heard very much good things.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Is it good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah, cool.
I like movies by Dario Argento, for example, and David Lynch that you spoke about before. Nice movies. And I really like Sin City, and this your movie reminds me about the Sin City style.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's partially because obviously it's a very. I think Iron Sky is like a film made out of a graphic novel, although it's not. It's like you could expect that there is a graphic novel called Iron Sky, which the film is based on, but it's not like that. And I think the other thing is really that we did. It's very graphical thing. The whole thing is like it's very monochromatic. The whole color scheme, especially on the dark side of the moon kind of thing, and it has this sort of a graphical approach to it, which makes it look like that. But I'm really happy that you say so, because I also agree that it was one of the big sort of influences on me when trying to get this whole thing up and running.
By the way, have you seen the promo for the coming race, the movie that we're about to make?
Yes, I have.
Good.
What did you think of it?
It looks promising.
Yeah.
Good. That's a very careful and well meditated answer. All right, Sonny, do you have specific questions, or are you cool?
No, I can ask you. How did you get into movie making?
Thank you. I never wanted to be a filmmaker in the beginning. I always wanted to be a rock star. I wanted to have my own band and tour and do heavy metal music and stuff like that.
Like Johnny Depp.
Yeah. But I realized I don't have the skills for that or the looks for that. So I realized that it's better to stay on the other side of the camera. And then I started to think, no, but that's not honestly the truth. That was when I was a child, that was my sort of like big fantasy. But what I've always been doing, I've been playing role-playing games, these good old tabletop role-playing games when I was a kid, ever since I was a kid. So storytelling was the thing that I really enjoyed. And filmmaking, in the end, is is in a way a very strong storytelling way, and that was something that I was always interested in you know, coming up with a story and telling it to a lot of people. And eventually that's how but the actual way how I got there into filmmaking was because I've always been very tall and I have a loud voice, and I used to have a long hair. And my friend Samuli was working on a film called Star Trek, which is a Star Trek parody, and they needed Lieutenant Worf look-alike, and they didn't have anybody in the friend circles who has long hair. So I was the only guy they knew who had long hair, and they asked me on the set, and I had a loud voice, so I was able to shout command like "action, go there, do that," and that's when somebody asked me, "Would you like to direct a film?" And I said, "Yes, let's do it." And that was the actual reason I got into filmmaking. And then I realized that that's something that I really enjoy and have been doing. So
and you got stuck.
Yeah, I got stuck. So Sonny, thank you so much for popping in. I wish you the best. Sweden, it's like 5:30 over there in the morning.
Yeah, and good luck with this project. It's a nice start of this year.
Thank you. It definitely is. I'm also really happy about the state of the project at this moment. So thank you so much for joining us, and I think the way you exit is there is like some sort of a way to put like end conversation or something like that.
I think maybe I just put down this oh there, yeah, hang up.
All right, cool. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
and I hope you stick around for the rest of the show.
I will.
There. Okay. All right, guys. This is this was Sonny from Sweden, one of our fans. And if you guys want to be in the show, chat with us.
I love the fact that we're calling this a show now.
It's a show, and it's going to happen every week from now. So here's another question: was there any cameo part in the first one, and will there be any in the second one? This comes from Sonny, who was just on board. There was a cameo of myself in the director's cut of Iron Sky. I was playing a character called Malibu Pete. Okay, it's a bum on the street, and I have this great line which I said, which is "Mä elän mun elämääni ohituskaistalla," which I heard later on is actually a quote from Cheek.
Yeah,
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Or something like that.
Cheek is a Finnish
rap artist, big Finnish rap artist. But this was given to me by Pekka Ullala, who's a great friend and a great guy. So that's my line. Was there? Oh, look at that! 556. Prost. We get the drink.
Prost.
I will go into that in a little while.
What language is that, by the way?
Prost. It's German.
Oh yeah. I'm kidding, man.
No, you're not.
I was, dude. I studied German.
Yes, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, anyway, so I had this cameo part. Samuli Torsonen was about to have a cameo part. He even cut his hair for this cameo part, but unfortunately we were completely out of time to shoot that, so we never got around shooting that, which was a shame. So he wasn't there. And Tero obviously had a great cameo part as the Finnish representative in the US doing this. So anyway, that's something. So more cameos coming up, Iron Sky 2, definitely. I don't know which ones, but we'll come up with something. Okay, Timo is starting to get a bit tipsy. Yes.
Who's that? Oh,
somebody called Sonny. Oh, Sonny. Sonny was on the show. So Timo started to get a bit. A little bit. I've been having a little bit of this, but not that much. And also I'm a big guy, so I can handle my drink.
Yeah.
Few splashes here and there doesn't really make.
I can handle my liver.
Yeah. Do you have any dream project, comic, game, or film? I have all of those, and you have them too. So let's start with you. What would be your dream film to do?
My dream film. You asked me a good question a few months back when we were in LA. We were trying to Palm Springs, and you said that if there's a film out there that you could name, that you can redo if it didn't exist, what would it be? And I said E.T. So if I had a chance to make E.T. all over again, I would make E.T. Yeah.
E.T.
Sure,
okay.
yeah.
Is there a game? Do you have a game that you would somehow?
To be honest, I'm not that big like when it comes to gaming, I'm more a sports nut. So I like to play NHL and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, cool. Do you read comics?
I used to read a lot of comics. Like I used to read Spider-Man a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Batman. Well, not Batman. Donald Duck, of course. That's
Mm-hmm.
a classic.
Obviously.
But yeah, Spider-Man was a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have answers to these, all of these. So the question is, do you have any dream projects, comic, game, or film? If I were to choose one comic book that I would turn into a film, that would be Lobo.
Yeah.
Lobo, do you know Lobo?
No, what is Lobo?
Lobo is the biggest badass in the world. He's this nasty guy who is so bad that once he gets killed, he's being sent to hell, and even Satan says he's too bad for hell, so they throw him to heaven, and he basically tears down the whole heaven, and then God says you gotta go back to Earth because there's nothing we can do.
Right.
So he's immortal on Earth. He's a killer. Okay. So I would do Lobo. If there was one game which I would turn into a film, it would be definitely Skyrim for me. I'm a big fan of Skyrim, and I think it would turn into a beautiful film. And then if there is any book that I would turn into, I already answered this one, is Hyperion from Dan Simmons. But this is something that I would do. But again, it's not like you can go into a shop and pick the best things. There's a lot of competition on all of them, and directors get that stuff. And
damn you, Spielberg.
It's not even Spielberg nowadays. Honestly, who get the stuff nowadays is directors who the studio can control the best. The problem with Spielberg is you get Spielberg on board, there's nothing you can do. And Spielberg does his kind of film. That's the great thing about it. But it's easier to get somebody, sort of a young guy who's like easily controllable and give a big film to that
studio's puppet.
Yeah, but that's something like. But that's my dream project list. What's here? E.T. is one of my favorite movies, and Lobo is just great. This is the cover of the best comic. This is the cover of the best comic. Okay, so this. Thank you.
Oh, Sonny is still writing to us, and he's saying, "I've been with you guys all night and even on the show. Great time, great night, and wonderful event. Great crowdfunding. Now bring the lady on already."
No, I'm feeling also like that.
Bring the lady on.
Link the lady on, yeah.
She's coming, man.
Yeah, she'll be over here. I sent the link to her, so hopefully she gets it. It's not. I have to say, it's not the easiest thing to sign up here on Google Hangout. I think they have a good service here, but at the same time, I think it could be a little bit more easy.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah, a little
bit
more easier.
It's still, there's a couple of things that are a bit sketchy with it, but it's good. So, Sonny, thank you for joining us on this show, and thanks for being around. Thanks for sticking around.
Tack så mycket.
Tack så mycket, Sonny. Yeah. We have a biggest fan from Sweden, Sonny, who is asking. This is a broad question for you, but it is: what is your dream role like?
Dream role. My dream, I like. It's difficult to say, but I would like to play drama because I did a lot of comedy in my life, and my dream role would be like a woman who's like on the edge, so I can also portray like a character who's struggling with themselves, because I think that is interesting, and yeah.
Yeah,
I like
but that's
female characters, I like sensitive ones.
Have a fantastic, great beginning of the week, wherever you are, whatever you're gonna do. Thank you for saying something.
Thanks, guys.